A fire broke out at the Fujairah port in the UAE after the harbour was hit once again by a drone attack. Fujairah port is considered one of the world's most important oil storage and bunkering hubs. Located on the Gulf of Oman and outside the Strait of Hormuz, it allows the United Arab Emirates to export crude oil without relying on the narrow waterway that carries a large share of global oil supplies. The UN Inter-Agency Group for Child Mortality Estimation, UNIGME, report 2025 highlighted India's sustained and large-scale efforts in improving child survival outcomes, particularly across neonatal and under-5 mortality indicators. Over the last 2 decades, India witnessed a 76% decline in under-5 deaths since 1990 and a 68% drop since 2000. The under-5 mortality rate in the region has fallen significantly from 92 deaths per 1,000 live births in 2000 to nearly 32 in 2024. The Supreme Court imposed a complete blanket ban on an NCERT Class 8 social science textbook contained references to judicial delay and corruption. The ban directly impacts the right to freedom of speech under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. Restrictions on this right must be justified by a state law under Article 19(2), which does not apply in this case. Judicial orders are not considered law in the context of Article 19, as evidenced by past rulings. The Lok Sabha approved demands for grants worth over 53 lakh rupees crore for 2026-27 using the guillotine procedure. Guillotine refers to clubbing and fast-tracking financial business, where all pending demands for grants are put to vote together without discussion due to time constraints. The Speaker applies the guillotine on the last day of discussion. After the guillotine is applied, the Finance Bill and Appropriation Bill are passed, authorizing expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of India. The process is exclusive to the Lok Sabha, which holds the power of the purse. Pakistani airstrikes tragically killed at least 400 Afghans at a drug treatment and rehabilitation center. The Pakistan-Afghanistan conflict escalated when the Pakistan Air Force struck Taliban bases in Kabul, Kandahar, and Paktia in what it called Operation Ghazab-Lil-Haq, Righteous Fury. A recent report titled, Unraveling India's Demographic Future, Population Projections for States and Union Territories, 2021-2051. India's total fertility rate, TFR, has declined to near replacement level of 2.1, reflecting a transition towards population stabilization. India's population is projected to increase from about 1.35 billion in 2021 to 1.59 billion by 2051, indicating a steady but slowing growth trajectory. Southern and western states have reached below replacement fertility levels, indicating early aging, while northern and eastern states continue to have relatively higher fertility